Men find most women to be at least somewhat attractive. In contrast, women on average view 80% of men as below average in attractiveness. Another study found that on the dating app Tinder, men liked more than 60% of the female profiles they viewed, while women liked only 4.5% of male profiles. I didn't realize that 80% of men as below average. That's quite off.
It is, because, you would think like 50%, right? It's sort of like 50% above and 50% below, but to have 80% rated below is pretty grim.
Because of the increased risk women carry, they tend to be choosier about their partners. In contrast, men are less discerning.
Don't chase those women. These women are fucking trash, dog. Don't chase them.
Yeah, anything under 8.5, women ain't really checking for. Just like I said in another video, if you're not top tier, then you're just another guy and you might as well be ugly. There's not really a big difference between a 4 and a 7 to women. You either the type of guy that can get me jumping up and down with excitement at home when I tell my girls about you, or you're basically ugly. No in between.
That's insanity.
Which is absolutely ridiculous, but it's cool. They're gonna get their payback in the end when they hit the wall.
Emotionally daunting and hurtful when I just keep hitting a wall,
One day they are gonna have to accept that they weren't worth what they thought they were worth, or they would have what they wanted. Just think of all the potential wholesome families that could have been made, only if women weren't superficial runts. A lot of the world's problems kind of can be traced back to the type of men that women reproduce with, because that's the beginning of the cycle of dysfunction. And we always say, the 20% and the 80%, but I think this study just said that they only swipe on 5% of the guys, 4.5 to be exact. So they're not only going after Alpha Chad, they're going after Megatron Chad, Optimus Prime Chad, like some next level out of a movie.
This bullshit has some broader implications.
What's the worst Tinder date you've ever been on?
Okay, so one time this guy told me to come to Queens at 1 a.m.
Ew.
I got on the fucking LIRR.
Gotcha, bitch.
You're a whore.
Okay, you notice she said ew, inferring that the guy was disgusting for even asking at 1 a.m. But is it a double ew that she went?
Yes.
But they're always going to make the guy out to be the nasty, disgusting person. No accountability for the nasty, disgusting woman that participated in the deplorable acts.
I open the door. His apartment's a disaster. He's ginormous too. He's like 7 feet tall. He takes me to his room.
Right away, he's ready.
He gives me a double bottle of red wine, one of the barefoot things.
Ew.
He then puts on an entire Ryan Gosling movie. We watched the whole thing.
Did anything happen after?
No, I fell asleep because I drank half the bottle. We had to Uber home at 6 a.m.
That's nasty.
I'm dirty. I'm disgusting.
Now, how many of us believe that nothing happened? She is just going to imply that nothing happened so she can still maintain the high ground and make it seem like the only effed up person in this situation was him.
Bitch, I see what you did there. I know.
But it's like I always say, if you're tall enough and hot enough, you notice she said he was 7 foot, they'll meet you in a back alley in a white van at 3 a.m. In this case, it was 1 a.m. All those rules, regulation, and guidelines only go for the guys that they're not really into. If one of those average nice guys in her inbox would have been like, hey, you should come by at about 1 a.m. We should hang out. She'd be like, you fucking creep, don't ever call this number again. I'm calling the police.
He also had 2 giant cats that stunk and lived in his room with the litter boxes as well.
I recently was going on dates with a man, and nice guy, good guy, treated me well.
Okay, we already know where this one is going. When she started off the story where he was a nice guy and treated me well, she's gonna bounce on him or do him dirty or cheat on him, something like that. That's never a good sign. When she started off with, he's such a great guy and he treated me so great.
Dead giveaway.
We know some type of ick story is coming next. Or some type of I didn't feel the spark.
Grow the fuck up. You're not children anymore.
Especially when it's a woman with a whole bunch of cringy red flag tattoos. We already know where this is going.
Once I realized that he was not my husband, because I'm only looking for husband energy at the moment, I ended things with him and I sent him a text.
How dare you?
How did I know she was going to say that? She says she's looking for a guy with husband energy. And she don't think getting treated well is husband energy. Do that make sense to any of you?
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
Let me guess. You think husband material is a guy who's going to treat you like crap 80% of the time, but have the decency enough to treat you right 20% of the time when you take him to Thanksgiving. That's husband energy to you, huh? It's fucking stupid. So, okay, what else happened? You sent him a text.
It's like it wasn't that serious, I didn't feel like I needed to do it in person. Anyways, I sent him a text, told him that I didn't see it going any further, and He agreed. He said that he didn't think that he could make me happy.
My nigga.
While I appreciate that, it was a very kind response, he didn't even try. He didn't even try and say that he, like, wanted to change, that he wanted to, like, whatever.
She just wanted him to do that so it could boost her ego that much more. She didn't want him to keep trying because she had any, real intention to make it work with him. She just wanted that final ego boost on the way out. It's disgusting.
I can be manipulated. I will listen to you. But you didn't even try.
Look, fellas, start judging a book by its cover when it comes to women, because they damn sure gonna judge you by your cover. If she got a bunch of trashy tattoos like this that don't even look like they go together or probably mean anything, just a bunch of random I mean, granted, you don't know what they mean until you get to know her, but look, what I'm saying is when you see these, don't get to know her. Don't ask her what they mean. It don't matter at this point.
Don't, or else. Okay?
9 times out of 10, women who get a bunch of tattoos like this are damaged. Hate to say it, but it's true. I don't know why guys think they're going to beat the odds, though. Oh, no, this is going to be that one tattooed up girl who's a wholesome housewife.
Just cried for the last, 30 minutes.
Okay.
You can tell my nose is still pretty red from it. I feel like it always hits me on, like, a Friday night when I have to, like, make plans because I didn't do it early in the week, and I feel lonely as because everyone is coupled up, and, you usually have, like, a buddy who's single, but that gets more scarce and scarce as you get older. And let's be honest, as we get older, making friendships is harder.
You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
And look, that one single friend that these modern women have, they hold on to them for dear life. And a lot of these women know they're so effed up they'll never get a man. But if they notice that their last single friend is getting a man and it's working out, they'll do everything to sabotage it. Because it's their last hope to not just delete themselves. They will meet that boyfriend and insult him, try to stir up drama with him. A lot of times, ladies, you need to let that last single friend go so you could find somebody, seriously. Because she's going to do everything in her power to make sure you don't. Her life is literally dependent on it.
Friends move away, so you can't see those folks every day like you used to, and so you have to make new friends. And it's hard. And it makes me depressed because
I know, because you just can't bear dating a regular guy who's not 6'3" and looks like a movie star. You just can't bear it. The thought of it just, it makes you so sick. That's why you're so depressed, that's all you're left with.
I don't feel sorry for you, and I hope nobody feels sorry for you. You always gonna have some thoughts just like you, who's gonna be, she speaks directly to me.
like I don't know. I hope somebody else is feeling this way. It's just not me. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, I just didn't think at this point I'd be where I am today. Here I am, crying about being alone.
All I want is to do share love and feel with people, and it's like, no, you don't get any of that, you dirty whore.
Well, how about instead of sitting in front of a camera on TikTok, painting a bunch of fake up on your face, how about you actually really deal with your issues? How about instead of trying to go clubbing every weekend, you actually go see a professional?
Have you ever rejected a man specifically to test his determination to winning you over?
Yes, 100%.
So then how does no always mean no?
It doesn't.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Just use your common sense.
Don't play these games, fellas. And here's the thing, I'm sure she thinks she's a baddie, and she's just not. She's an average-looking woman with a below-average brain, a childish brain. Why would you play these type of games with these kids stuck in adult bodies? You could be doing anything else that would be better. Anything else would be better and more productive for your life. Did she mean no? Is yes mean yes? Or did no mean yes? Or yes mean no? It's not like, really? Write a book or something. Lift some weights. Work on a car. Anything but this. Wouldn't it be much easier to just pay a hooker $100 to not have to deal with all this nonsense?
Let's find someplace quiet, baby.
Hey, you having a midlife crisis? How about you take it out on my...
No can mean yeah.
Well, that's confusing.
No can mean yeah, and yeah can mean no. Just depends on how you say it.
You know that anger you get when you deal with like a person that's just completely stupid? What's wrong with your brain? Like why do you not see what you are? Like, and I get there with women, I truly do.
You shouldn't say that about a woman. Why can't you say women are wrong when they're wrong?
You want to be making moves on the street, have no attachments, allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.